What's going on, all you Minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, and join me today as we go over the collected edition solicited for April from DC Comics. So, stay tuned. And welcome back, everybody. So, what we're going to be looking at here are the graphic novels, omnibus editions, absolutes, if there are any. Spoilers, there aren't. But we have quite a number of omnis coming out, and trade paperbacks and hardcovers, all solicited for the month of April from DC Comics. This gets these books one step closer to us, so that's what we want to see. We want to see them in the solicitations as well as the catalog. Catalog is step 1, step 2 is solicitations, step 3 is actually being in your hand. So, keep in mind that even though they're solicited for April, some of these books won't be coming out until June or July of 2022. Please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We put out videos every day. All of that does help with our YouTube algorithm and our channel keep growing. So let's go ahead and get started with a couple of books that are being reprinted, but they are already on sale. And I think I know why they're doing this. So the very first book we're going to be looking at is the Flashpoint trade paperback. So again, this book came out a couple of years ago, or was it last year? Was it? No, this one came out. It's been out for a long time now. This is long before the Absolute Edition, long before the Omnibus Edition. It's Jeff Johns and Andy Kubert with Sandra Hope returning a classic character back to DC Comics, collecting Flashpoint 1 through 5. And we also are getting a new printing of Flashpoint, the 10th Anniversary Omnibus. So this collects everything that you're seeing here. It's a huge book. I've done an overview of it if you want to check it out. The new printing it will have the 10th anniversary logo on it. 1,512 pages, $150. And I assume they're doing these new printings while the books, even though they're still in print, because of the new Flashpoint books that DC is going to be releasing. We're going to be getting they announced a Flashpoint Beyond miniseries by Jeff Johns and other DC creators, Flash, the fastest man alive. So it looks like it's going to be a new event. And you also have artwork in here from Eduardo Rizzo, who I loved his Flashpoint Batman story. But I assume that's why they're keeping these two books in print. No new printing of an Absolute, but mainly the Omnibus 10th Anniversary and the Flashpoint trade paperback will remain in print. Now, something new is Justice League Volume 1, Prisms. This is the Brian Michael Bendis run with artwork by David Marquez. It is a hardcover edition. $24.99, 128 pages. So based on the dimensions of this particular book, it looks like this is a standard size hardcover. So it's not a deluxe edition. I don't know if they're going to do a deluxe edition like they did with Scott Snyder's run on Justice League, but this does collect Justice League 59 through 63. Next up is the Ruby Justice League crossover. This is a soft cover. The cover here is by Mirka Andolfo. I have been enjoying the crap out of her work. And you have the stories in here written by Marjorie Bennett, who has done Power Rangers and she's done Animosity. But you have a whole bunch of different artists that are working on this particular miniseries. This collects Ruby and Justice League 1 through 7. I still remember those Ruby videos coming out, and it's so weird to see a manga. Well, you know, it makes more sense to see a manga, but like a Ruby Justice League, that's cool, I guess. Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 1, The Truth. This is the new series by Tom Taylor. You've got artwork in here by John Timms and Daniel Di Nicolo. And the cover here is by John Timms. $24.99. It's a hardcover edition, and again, the dimensions of this particular book looks to be like a standard size hardcover. Collecting Superman, Son of Kal-El 1 through 6. This is the one that made the headlines for a lot of people. I had so many of my friends text me, "What's going on with Superman?" And I'm like, okay, wait, what are y'all talking about? Are you talking about the new Superman? Because none of you read comics. Yeah, that's what happens when headlines are out there. People assume all of a sudden that they're comic book lovers, and they're like, wait, what happened to Superman? Anyway, this is his son, who was aged during Brian Michael Bendis' run on Superman. So it's the same character that was in Peter Tomasi in Patrick Gleason's run, the character that was in Super Sons. He's just now been aged because of the events of Brian Michael Bendis. I guess that sounds about right. Midnighter, the complete collection. Hell yes. I've only read half of this. So this is the Steve Orlando series. It's a complete collection. I assume... I want to say DC hasn't had that brand, I don't think, on anything yet. So I know Marvel's been doing it for quite a number of years, but it's going to be really cool if DC, borrows that from Marvel Comics by calling something a complete collection. Give me some big fat trades, baby. But yeah, because Fourth World wasn't... Anyway, yeah, I was going to say the Fourth World wasn't a complete collection. I think this is the first time I've seen the label complete collection on a book. Steve Orlando, art by Acco, Fernando Blanco, and others. The cover's by Acco. So this covers the 12-issue series of Midnighter. And it also has stories from Cybernetic Summer and DC Pride 2021. Crush and Lobo. I know nothing about this young lady. I think I've read her only in a couple of stories. Lobo's daughter. So they're getting their own trade paperback, collecting Crush and Lobo 1 through 8, written by Mariko Tamaki. And the artwork here is by Amankai Nahuelpan. And this is a soft cover for $19.99. Aquaman, The Becoming, written by Brandon Thomas. And Scott Koblish, is doing some of the artwork in here. The cover's by David Talaski. I really think that the cover is really pretty. The Becoming 1 through 6 is collected in here, as well as Future State, Aquaman 1 and 2. Teen Titans Go! Undead. This is an original graphic novel written by Michael Northrop, and the artwork is by Eric Owen, who also supplies the cover here. Based on the Teen Titans Go animated series, one can assume. Okay, it's just me that's assuming. 100 Bullets, Omnibus Volume 2, finally getting it in the solicits. $125 for 1,176 pages. It is collecting 100 Bullets issues 59 through 100, as well as the miniseries Brother Lono, which never got a deluxe treatment. It only had a trade paperback, and I want to say it might have had a standard size hardcover release. And yeah, I'm gonna get it. I love that series. It's one of my favorite Vertigo series. Batman Reptilian, a series I know nothing about other than the fact that it's written by Garth Ennis and it is drawn by the phenomenal Liam Sharp. It's a hardcover collection, $24.99. It is a standard size hardcover, and it is collecting the miniseries. So this is what strikes fear into the hearts of those who terrorize Gotham. It used to be Batman, but something far more frightening stalks the shadows, and it's after Gotham's villains. Okay, so Reptilian, I assume it's going to be Killer Croc, but I could be wrong. Batman Urban Legends Volume 2, continuing that particular series. This time around, we have the works of Brandon Thomas, Elisa Wong, Tinny Howard, just to name a few of the writers. And as far as the art, we have Max Dunbar, David Marquez, who's supplying the cover here, and Christian Deuce. And this one is $24.99, 244 pages. Catwoman Volume 6, Fear State, collecting Catwoman 34 through 38. This is the Ram V series. The cover here is supplied by Yannick Paquette, and the artwork is Nina Vacueva for the most part. Oh yeah, give it to me, baby. Doom Patrol by Rachel Pollack, Omnibus. Finally, collecting Doom Patrol 64 to 87, Doom Patrol Annual number 2, and Vertigo Jam number 1. I'm not gonna lie, this is the book I was worried about when I saw in the catalog. I thought it was a mistake because for a long time DC was saying that they could never reproduce this book because the artwork would cost an arm and a leg to rescan the artwork and touch it up to blow it up into an omnibus format. As a matter of fact, they used that same excuse for the Impulse Omnibus that was canceled a couple of years ago. But here we are. We're one step closer. And this is a very underrated series. This is the follow-up. Of course, Rachel followed up Grant Morrison's run on Doom Patrol. So it's the early 90s, and she just made it into her own thing. I can't wait to talk about this. Hopefully I'll get her on the show and we can talk about this omnibus. I know she is as thrilled as most of us that Just read that it's finally here in the solicitations, but it is due out on June 7th of 2022. $100, 760 pages. Hell yes. So happy to see that. And to wrap up this particular month of solicitations from DC Comics, Justice League, the New 52 Omnibus Volume 2. Man, they just love this era. 1,256 pages, $150. You have the works in here of Jeff Johns, Jason Fabok, Peter Tomasi, Tom King, Ivan Reyes, just to name a few of the creators that worked on this book. And collecting Justice League 24 through 52, wrapping up that era. As a matter of fact, it collects issues that were not in the trade paperbacks, the final 2 issues that were collected elsewhere. I think one was collected in the Action Comics Rebirth. Forever Evil, the 7-issue miniseries, is in here. DC Universe Rebirth #1 is included in here. That's cool in the gang, man. Sneak peek, Justice League #1. Justice League featuring the Secret Society 234. Justice League featuring Black Adam 74. The Dark Side War Special #1, Dark Side Batman, Flash, Green Lantern, all these are Dark Side, by the way, Lex Luthor, Shazam, and Superman #1. So, a big surprise, honestly. But now this really does mean that DC really loves this era and wants to keep focusing on this New 52 era. So for people that are asking me, where's Red Hood Volume 2, or where's Flash Volume 2, or where's Detective Comics from this era, from the New 52, I'm pretty sure they're going to be focusing on those sometime, just from the way the things are looking. But I love to see Doom Patrol in here. Now, if you're interested in purchasing some of these books, or all of them, don't forget to check out our sponsors. If you live in Europe and are interested in pre-ordering or purchasing Omnis, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping of €9.90 for EU countries. Extremely careful and sturdy packaging. Emails are answered within 24 hours. And they have a superb selection of new releases and out-of-print books on their website. Just head over to waltzcomicshop.com for more great deals and rare titles. And for a limited time, you can use the code NEARMINTCON, all one word, at the checkout for free shipping to all EU countries with your first order. Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for brand new graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They pride themselves on packaging your books so they arrive safely in an excellent condition, as well as prompt and helpful service. Check out the bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. CGN is excited to announce that they are now taking pre-orders. They're making it easier for you to ensure that you don't miss out on the hottest releases. CGN is currently running a special promotion for your minties. If you're a first-time customer, let them know that you were referred by Near Mint Condition at the checkout, and you'll receive a credit for free shipping on your next order. This promotion is valid for U.S. customers only. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount and quality shipping and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And those were the books solicited for April of 2022 from DC Comics. Let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited about, what you're shocked to see, what you hope to see. Yes, me too. I do want to see a No Man's Land Omnibus Volume 2. I'm sure that will come. But more so, I want to see the Question Omnibus Volume 2. I want to see an actual Starman Omnibus show up in 2022. Maybe in late 2022. We still, fingers crossed, we'll see. Maybe Man of Steel. But yeah, what are your, what's the book you're most excited for? Man, this is a tough... For me, probably Doom Patrol. That one, just shocked that it actually made it this far. I'm really happy, and I'm happy for all the people that have been wanting that for a long time. Don't forget to leave those comments down below, smash that like button, ring that bell for notifications, check out our spread shop and Patreon. Great ways to support the channel if you can do so. And more importantly, all of you, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.